Yeah, we're in. We're in the stream.
Oh, here. Oh, we're on 5 wide.
Hang on. You're all good. All right.
Touchdown to Marie.
And in for the score is number 15, Marco Damare.
Bludgeoning. Another touchdown.
All right, good evening. Sorry we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. We are in the second quarter with 9:56 to go. Mustangs are up 34-7 on the Pirates.
All right, so we just had a touchdown by Marco Damare, a 1-yard touchdown throw from Colin Hickey. It's been a lot. It's been 2 touchdowns by Marco Damare and 3 by Jamal Chanjay.
We're still currently working out some of the difficulties here, so you'll still hear our voice. We're gonna get the scoreboard going soon. But for the time being, we gotta be without the panel. So please be patient, and when it comes on, it will be working.
So this will almost be more like a radio play-by-play. Anthony Allen, your executive producer, trying to work our technical issues. I'm Greg Irish. We got Jonathan Carmona on camera, hopefully able to do something. Right now,
that was a successful touchdown and a successful PAT. So another 7 on the board for the Mustangs.
So it's 35-7 right now. Mustangs over the Drake Pirates. 9:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Chaim Ravenfar is getting ready to kick off. It's going to be a 6th kickoff of the day. Going back on the ball is going to be Terrence Coleman Visor, Jakari Anderson. We've seen already 1 onside kick by the Mustangs. We also saw a pooch kick on the last time for the kickoff. They're trying to keep the ball away from Coleman because he's already busted 1 touchdown on a number of missed tackles by the Mustangs. Glad you're joining us today as we work through our technical issues. We just finally decided to come on the air anyhow at this point. Beautiful day down here in San Anselmo under cramped conditions, but nothing new as we try to burrow our way through this. So Ravenfar getting ready to kick. May see another pooch type of attempt here. Ravenfar, though, kicks 1 deep into the end zone. That one's going to be for a touchback. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Drake Pirates.
That's a touchback.
Pirates come in here with a league record of 1-2, but they're 4-2 overall. San Marin comes in here with a 4-2 record, but a 2-0 league record. San Marin's path to a championship may have just been blazoned from last week. San Marin wins out against Drake today, Novato next week, or Terralinda next week at home, and Novato in 2 weeks. San Marin will be champions, along with probably Marin Catholic. We didn't broadcast last week of the MC game due to the fires, where we've had a number of San Marin teachers who were affected. So we're going to start off here. It's going to be 1 left, 1 right. It's going to be Coleman and Daniel Forrest. Forrest hands off to Coleman. He's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. He's able to slip away again. It breaks a few more tackles. And is able to get about 3 yards on the possession.
Coleman on the carry, bust a couple of tackles,
picks up 2 or 3, but now we got another flag on the play.
Down on the play.
Now we got an injured Pirate on the field
Anderson
too.
is down on the field.
Wait to see what the call is. And that's Coleman who's down as well.
Terrence
Got up
down
and then
on
he
the
started
field.
reaching for his side. And he may have taken a shot right to the ribs. And he's moving his knee. So as Anthony keeps trying to work the video feed here, we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be a personal foul on the Mustangs, so that's going to move that plus 15 yards for the first down.
So that flag on the field is a 15-yard penalty.
That's 2 personal fouls now on the Mustangs.
Personal foul against the Mustangs.
But right now, all the attention's on Terrence Coleman because his knee He's reaching for his knee. He got up and was able to walk about 2 or 3 feet and then went down. Able to get up, but he's not able to put a lot of pressure on the knee itself. And he is a huge part of the Pirate offense.
The only reason they score this stuff is because of him.
So he's having a difficult time just walking right now.
We have no video right now.
Being helped off, the Mustangs are going to be hit with another 15-yard penalty here.
Again?
Mustangs right now are dedicating the entire season to our fallen co-athletic director, Craig Pitty. We're going to talk a lot about that. The Mustangs each have a CP decal on their helmet. It was given out yesterday at practice. And we'll talk a lot more during halftime about the loss of Craig Pitty. It's not been a good 2 weeks at San Marin between the fires that have affected a number of teachers on staff, the passing of Craig Pitty. It's been a pretty kind of delusional campus, unfortunately, but the game in itself is the diversion. Unfortunately, as the game's going on, San Marin with a 36-7 lead. And as they move the sticks down, Drake's going to pick up the extra 15 here.
There's another penalty against San Marin. It is a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That'll mark off another 15.
So that's 2 back-to-back personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct calls. That's the 3rd one of the game today.
Oh, Lord.
So that's going to put Drake all the way down to the
Ball will be
Mustang
spotted at
46-yard
looks like
line.
the San Marin 46-yard line.
The problem is with Coleman being out for the Drake Pirates, this puts them in a huge hole. Because today he's accounted for pretty much all their offense. And right now he's just being looked at on the trainer's table, and they're checking his knee out, and he's writhing in pain. Unfortunately, that could be like what I have, a torn ACL.
Yeah, it's something that I don't think he wants to have.
No.
Being up here, having to deal with you going upstairs. Yeah.
No, that's a shame too. He was having a hell of a ball game here. He's been the Pirates' pretty much consistent offense. So Drake will start at the Mustang 46. 1 left, 1 right.
First and 10 Pirates
Mustangs are
from
the
the 46.
4-3 alignment, pretty much playing cover 1. And so it's going to be 2 left, 1 right, 2 in the backfield with Forrest. Forrest takes a snap. He looks like he's going to hand off. Instead, he's going to get stuffed at the 50-yard line for a sack on a 4-yard gain. Looked like it was a quarterback keeper. It ends up getting stuffed. He's going to go for a 3-yard loss. That's going to bring up the 2nd and 13.
2nd and 14.
So it'll be a 2nd and 13 here. As mentioned, Drake comes in here with a 1-2 league record, beating Novato a couple weeks ago. They went 3-0 in
Once again, a big
non-league
thank
play.
you to the San Marin and Drake cheer squads and the
And it's
Drake
homecoming
band
down here
for
as
being out
well
here today.
for the Drake Pirates. Getting a late start on the homecoming festivities here. October 21st is always a later time. Alignment 4-3 for the Mustangs on defense. They're going 3. Drake's going to go 3 wide, 1 left. And we're going to have Drake calling their 3rd and final
Timeout called by Drake. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
So that will take us
Once
to
again, sports fans, the Snack Shack's
another
open.
break right now. Quick reminder, hopefully we'll be on air next Saturday at home against Terra
Grab
Linda.
yourself some tasty treats.
Terra Linda had a
It's called
shocking loss last night to
Bread.
Casa Grande, 35-28. Justice Siena, because of all the fires that have been going on from Napa, had to cancel the game. So it was supposed to be at Terra Linda. So Terra Linda was able to pick up an extra game with Cardinal Newman and Kenneth Fitzgerald, an Atlanta resident, former MC player.
Can I go to the
Ran
snack?
wild
Give me
on
something.
Casa Grande, from Casa Grande, ran wild on Terra Linda last
Food. I'll pay you back. I have some
Now,
cash.
nearly
I got $3 cash. Get me a soda and something to eat.
Sam Marin beating Casa a couple
Sure,
weeks ago.
with mustard. Just mustard. Just mustard. Only.
So that's going to bring up a second and...
Second and 14 for the Pirates.
For the Pirates. They're going to go 2 left, 2 right, with 2 in the backfield. Forrest is your quarterback. Forrest takes a snap, he fakes the handoff, he rolls out to the right, he ends up climbing gets met, and fumbles the ball out of
Pass
bounds.
completed to Sage Kleiman, who's brought down at the 45, fumbled out of bounds. Pirates retain possession. It brings up a third down.
It's going to pick up 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. So Forrest was able to take the snap. He rolled out to the right, found an open receiver in Sage Kleinman. Kleinman got drilled out there by Mitchell Timberman.
3rd and 9
so 2
for
left,
the
2
Pirates.
right for the Pirates. 3rd and 9 here. It's going to be Rakowski and Forrest in backfield. Forrest takes the snap. He's getting rushed. Evades one tackler, rolls to his left, throws it out of bounds.
Pass intended for the running back number 32,
Looking for Aiden Hart on that play and overthrew him out of bounds. That's now going to bring up 4th and 9. From the Mustang 44, that's going to put Mitchell Timberman back for the punt return. That's going to put Sage Kleinman as your punter. So if you're listening to our YouTube radio play-by-play,
I was going to say, I've always wanted to be on radio. This is like me too. But
always trying something different for your Mustangs Live.
For those of you that are just joining, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties with our camera feed. We've got our audio coming in crystal clear, but we should be able to get it in here.
And Sage Kleinman, who got the kickoff, just got roughed again.
Pirate bounce
so that's going to be another automatic 1st down.
There's another flag on the field.
That's 3 times he's been hit today. The last
ball for the time being is spotted down on the 10-yard line.
The last time was actually, the ball was tipped by Zach Cunningham coming off the edge, but I believe this time again, going to call another roughing the punter call. That's another 15-yard penalty, putting the Mustang defense back on the field after, on this possession alone, that's 3 personal foul calls here.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker against San Marin. That brings up a 1st down for the Pirates.
Kleinman's had a rough day. He's been absolutely annihilated on 3 penalties there. The last one he got bumped into, but they're still going to call that.
1st and 10 from the 30.
1st and 10 for the Pirates at the Mustang 30. 3 left, 1 right. Forrest in the backfield.
Just trying to get something.
Forrest cross back, throws a screen pass over the middle, and he's
Aiden Hart with the reception.
It's Aiden Hart who took it at the 35 and just got crushed on the play.
Met hard by a San Marin defender.
Looked like the defender on that was Julian Alcoop. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 15.
Or as they like to say, Julian Al Coffee.
Yeah, they've been calling him Julian Al Coffee all day long.
15.
Always a comical relief. So let's bring up 2nd and 15 from the Mustang 35. It's not been a lack of defensive effort today for the Mustangs, other than letting 1 go. Whereas Terrence Coleman was able to slip through a ton of tackles. It's been pretty much all Mustang defense, other than allowing a lot of personal foul penalties to get in the way here. Kleinman running in motion. It's Forrest dropping back to pass. He's getting rushed. Gets the ball away, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get another personal foul.
Pass intended for Jakari Anderson, who violently gets pushed out of bounds.
Just demolished him.
He just demolished Jakari Anderson. The ball was thrown out of bounds, and Timberman nailed him right as Anderson went out of bounds, so that's going to be another personal foul penalty, and that's going to be a first and 10. 4 personnel foul plays here on the Mustang, just on this drive alone. It's a very undisciplined play out here. That brings up 6 for the game today alone. That is not going to be a fun film session. Thankfully, I will be...
Are they your phone this one?
Yeah, fortunately, I will be in surgery on Monday for my ACL, and I won't have to be there for this, for the film session, but I will promise you this, it will not be pleasant.
Something that we hear at Mustangs Live, hope you go through a nice, speedy surgery, easy recovery. For those watching, they see the little blip on the screen. We're getting some progress. My 100% best guess would say at the end of halftime, we will have full video, full audio.
We'll hope to have some feed today. So now we're going to get 1st and 10 at the Mustang 20-yard line.
So
we are going to have to
on the
cut the stream at one point during halftime to get this done, because I might have to restart our streaming machine here.
It's going to be an extended halftime anyhow, because Drake is going to crown their queen today for homecoming. 2 left, 2 right. Forrest drops back to pass. Rush up the middle. Fine. Hits the Pirates into the end zone. Jakari Anderson, and that puts the Mustangs. Cuts into the Mustangs lead, 36-13. He was able to line up in the slot, cut into the end zone, was able to just, Forrest was able to dump a nice pass over the middle, right to Anderson for the touchdown.
Put me in, coach. I got it.
So bring up Sage Kleinman for the extra point. He's hit one today already. Daniel Forrest will be your holder.
Hold and Dan Forrest to attempt
the long snapper is going to be
point.
Jaden Morgan, who's also the kicker. Or I'm sorry, also the center. Actually, it's going to be Forrest on the kick. Snap is down. Forrest gets the kick up, and that is going to be good.
And the kick is
and
no
we have
good.
another. Oh, it's no good. Look good from up here, but of course we're way high up here.
And we're off to the side. We're not directly underneath the pylon.
Yeah. One of the more beautiful fields, to be quite honest with you. They have one of the nicer looks up here.
Point, no good.
Well, what you hopefully will be able to see here.
With the touchdown.
I'm usually on the other side of this field, on the other side of the gate on the baseball.
Beautiful trees up there, pine trees everywhere.
Oh, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous campus.
And Drake did one thing. They resurfaced their field earlier this year.
When I was coming into this, I was going to say I didn't think this field was going to be as good as it looks right now. Because last year during baseball, we went out here and watched a little bit of the girls lacrosse. It didn't look like this. This is actually looking really good.
No, we were down here 2 years ago for the Drake San Marin game in football. We didn't broadcast, but I saw 2 of the most vicious injuries I've ever seen knee-wise down here based on the turf. Dante Restiva, turning an interception, got tackled at the 1 out of bounds by Jesse Alonso, the quarterback at the time. It looked like a horse collar, but it really wasn't. Looking on the game film, he just grabbed him by the jersey from behind, tore his ACL, and then literally 2 plays later, on the kickoff, Abdul Al-Barabi literally tore all 3 ligaments in his knee. And it was crucifying down here. I was on the sideline talking with Dante at the time, and you could hear Abdul screaming in pain. Kickoff's going to go out of bounds here. It was a push
ball goes out of bounds
trying
on
to
the
keep him away.
That ball will be spotted by Rule on the
seen a lot of injuries. I think probably one of the worst one was Kevin Ware's injury back in Louisville, and was it Duke? When he had the compound fracture trying to go up for a block. Nothing will ever just be close to an injury like that, especially on a live broadcast.
No, unless you saw Gordon Hayward the other night.
Oh, I was recording that. You could hear the snap over TV. It was one of the worst things.
one of the few games I sit at home and actually watch, and just seeing that, other than seeing Joe Theismann get his knees and legs snapped by, who was that? That was a Giants defender, Lawrence Taylor. That was probably in the top 3 injuries I've ever seen on TV, and then being down here live for Stephen Al-Arabi. 2 left, 2 right for the Mustangs, starting at their own 35-yard line. Hickey takes a snap, goes out, throws it out here into the flat.
Ethan Broom, Cole Ruskowski, and Jaden Morgan.
Garrett Fraud's picking up his first catch for the day. Picks up a nice 5-yard play. 5-yard, actually, they're going to spot that just inside the 41-yard line. Going to bring up more or less a 2nd and 4. Garrett Franz with his first reception of the day. 6:51 remaining here in the first half. It's a late, was an on-time start. It's been a long game. 2 left, 1 right into the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Sean Jay. He's going to get around on the right side. Finds a lot of space, breaks it open to the 30 to the 43-yard line. Tackled at the 43 on the Pirates, but that's going to bring up a first down. Sean Jay is well over 100 yards for the day.
Way over 100 yards.
So Jamal Sean Jay picks up the first down. Going to be at the Drake 44-yard line. 2 left, 2 right. It's going to be Demarie in motion. He's going to take it off the jet sweep. Demarie gets over to the 30-yard line. Down the sideline, gets to the 28 for another Mustang first down.
Pushing the ball carrier out of bounds. The San Marin ball carrier.
Marco Demarie picks up another first down for the Mustangs off the jet sweep. Lined up on the far right, came across. Able to pick up the first down. The Mustangs offense has been deadly today. Been unstoppable at this point in the running game.
For the Mustangs.
Bro, the drinks are a rip-off, though.
3 left, 1 right. Hickey and Sean Jay in the backfield. Timmerman lining up in the tight end position. Sean Jay gets the ball again, gets up to the 20, looks like about the 24-yard line. He's going to pick up about 3 on the carry. 4 on the carry, actually.
Jaden Morgan and
Ryan bring up a
Ball
2nd and close to 5. Call it 2nd and 6. Going to be at the 24-yard line of the Pirates. Mustangs looking to knock on the door again. And what red zone are we getting close to?
The Pity Army red zone, and you're starting to see a little bit of video coming in here.
The 24 for
all right, so we are on. We're apparently live.
Yes, we are.
So Hickey and Sean Jay. Hickey passes out in the flat over to Demarie. Demarie is going to get tackled right close to the sticks.
Brought down by number 7, Jakari Anderson.
So Anthony Allen, your executive producer and co-announcer here, and he's able to get us live feed today. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2, and that does put us in the Pity Army built to last end zone.
Red zone.
Or in the red zone.
I know, we want to be in the end zone.
We're getting closer to the end zone. 5:01 remaining on the clock. 2 left, 1 right in the backfield. It's going to be Hickey, Sean Jay. It's going to be a handoff to Timberman. Timberman's going to be able to bowl his way through and go up for the first down.
Number 5 rumbles and stumbles for the first down, but it is stopped and tackled by number 50, the linebacker, Randall.
Goes up to the 15-yard line. We are in the Pity Army built to last red zone here. We will continue that all throughout the season as well going into the playoffs. Once we get into the playoffs, we'll have to explain to a few more people. We made a promise to the family that we would continue going on throughout the season. There'll be 2 left, 2 right for the Mustangs. Hickey and Sean Jay in the backfield once again. Sean Jay backed up to the left. Hickey's looking over the middle, throws it over Timberman, and throws it over Timberman's outstretched hands at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. 4:05 remaining here in the first half. We're at a weird camera angle, so anything that goes to the left side of the field, we're going to have a difficult time explaining it. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Two left, two right. Hickey and Sean Jay in the backfield. Hickey to the right of Sean Jay. Hickey looking back to pass, throws it over the middle. That's another touchdown for Marco DeMarie. Second of the day, and that's going to put the Mustangs up 42-13. Touchdown Mustangs. So this was one thing that was mentioned in the meetings earlier this week, with San Marin getting off to a hot start. Liam Ravenfar is your kicker. Your holder, Willie Chestarella, who's back again. Snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is good. That brings it to a 43-13 lead here in the second quarter with 4:01 remaining. So as we go into the halftime, we'll talk a lot about passing and Craig Pitty this weekend. We're going to try to bring up Taylor Schwab's incredible video, tribute video that he made for Craig Pitty. We'll also have the cheerleaders coming on at halftime. And if we got some extra time, we may be showing the Drake Homecoming Queen candidates as well. Glad you stuck with us today. Coming down here from George Corson Field, lovely San Anselmo. And if you've never driven on Sir Francis Drake Boulevard, just coming in here,
you know it's hell.
It was hell, and I was a witness to a wreck. Coming in here, I was parked. There was a nice gentleman with his two little grandkids trying to cross the crosswalk, and somebody did not see the car in front of him and reamed him right from behind. It was not pleasant, and it happened to the vehicle to my right. And unfortunately, because I saw that, I am also probably going to be the fortunate witness to somebody's AAA or State Farm insurance coverage.
And who doesn't love doing that? Come on.
Oh, God, no. No.
Knowing I've been in an accident myself, I know it's not something you want to experience.
No.
To all those new drivers out there, I've driven for a little over a year. Whatever you do, don't get into a car accident.
And in that fact, too, the gentleman he was in the crosswalk. The lights were on, the vehicle and the guy who got bumped into, he was at the right of way. He stopped and somebody nailed him from behind. So we're going to have Ravenfar get ready for the kick. And Terrence Coleman is back on the field. He's walking gingerly, but he's getting ready to take the kickoff. Ravenfar kicks one right up the center. Coleman's going to pick this one up. Picks it up off a hop. Spins around a couple times. Still can't be taken down, but finally gets tackled at the 18-yard line. Good to see Terrence Coleman coming back into this game. He's going to be able to stick this one out. So the Pirates, who only field up 18 students out here, pretty much every man has got to be out here. They got to play through injuries. Brings the ball out to the
22-yard line where it's spotted.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Pirate 18, 3:53 remaining. Mustangs in a 4-3 look on defense. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. There's a 2 left. It's going to be Rakowski going through motion. Actually, Rakowski takes the pass. Ball's thrown up in the air, and Timmerman gets his hands on it. Pass was to Anderson. Shakari Anderson, both got a hand on it.
Shakari Anderson.
Now Sage Kleinman, who actually was the one that threw that ball, he took a shot. After he got rid of it, he's down on the ground now. It's been a hard-hitting game today down here. He's literally right in front of the Drake sideline at the 20-yard line.
What down is it?
Both players are taking a knee. So as we mentioned, we will be broadcasting next Saturday. 2 o'clock start. It's our final home game of the season. Without saying that the playoffs will be the last regular season game, it's going to be senior day for the Mustangs. Two o'clock start at home. Hopefully the weather will be as nice as it is down here today. And we're going to bring up Taylor Schwab as well, who's going to be a third person on our broadcast. So we'll go with the old school ABC Monday Night Football type of look. We had Howard Cosell, Dandy Don Meredith, and Frank Gifford. We're going to have that same look. We are not going to be in the hideous-looking banana yellow colored broadcast jackets that ABC were forced to wear that Howard Cosell could hate.
Thank goodness we're not, my gosh. I still have my dignity, don't I?
Yeah. We have some awful looks that we can wear, but that's not one that we want to go through. It'll be fun having Taylor coming back. Taylor does an incredible job on his In the Zone broadcast or podcast through Dominican. So, Taylor, as we mentioned, we're going to try to bring up the video as well. And Taylor has some great stories about Craig Pitty. And he did a whole entire dedicated broadcast, the last couple, in fact. Also talked about Manny Wilkins, who had one hell of a ball game last Saturday, defeating Washington down in Arizona. So, and hopefully as we go throughout the basketball season as well, we'll have a number of former and current players talk about Coach Pitty, what they meant to him. And it's been, as we mentioned, a pretty rough week. As a student, Anthony had Craig Pitty as a student and can say a lot of things, even just for the short time that you had him, of what type of person he really was.
I definitely can, and I'll expand on that one when we get into that topic, either at halftime or next week, for sure.
All right, how about a nice round of applause
Craig was a broadcast partner with us up there as well, taking the lesser-known sports, as he and I used to talk about, was broadcasting water polo, was doing a lot of girls volleyball.
Medical Center, our athletic trainer here at Drake High School.
As a teacher, it's a devastating loss. But no more so than for the athletic department. Because he and co-athletic director Dennis Davis were pretty much the heart and soul of the athletic department. Easily able to make San Marin High School one of the best athletic programs in
we have
the
a
county.
2nd and 10
Everything just
from
seemed to
Drake
flow
Zone
so
21.
smooth.
Come on, crowd, make some noise
So
for
here we
your
go. We are back. It's first and
boys.
10. 2 left, 2 right for the Pirates. Forrest in the backfield.
You're all good. We got the 2 minutes. You're good.
It's going to be Cardano running in motion.
We're doing a lot
Quick
of
pass out there. It's going to be a pass out to the tight end, Ethan Broom.
Milo Braun on the
Milo
reception.
Braun.
Timeout
We're
has been
broadcasting
called.
right now.
So Milo Braun with his, we didn't have his number 86. Tight end. Quick pass out there. Picks up no gain.
That's timeout.
San Marin's going to call a timeout with 3:34 remaining.
First timeout
43-13 lead. It's going to actually bring up 3rd and 10 for the Pirates. And as we were talking about with Coach Pitty, probably the most devastating effect that we're going to have with the basketball team, but also as a co-athletic director. A lot of programs have been affected under Coach Pitty's tutelage.
How many people do you have listed?
So here we go,
Depends.
3:34 remaining,
Right now, we got a late
43-13.
start because we didn't have our
Pirates are going to be
research you guys
3rd
gave
and
us.
10.
Depends, like.
3rd and 11 from their own 23-yard
So, I mean,
line.
there's not a bunch because a lot of people are
They're on
it's 42.
22.
It's like, you know. Yeah, for sure. Sweet. There you go.
2 left, 1 right, 2 in the backfield with Forrest. Forrest takes the snap, he pitches out. Out to Coleman. Coleman throws it down deep. Throws it over to Jakari Anderson. And Anderson, who had the ball thrown behind him, was dropped
Coleman's pass intended for
at the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. That's going to bring up 4th and 11. Timmerman will stay in the backfield as the punt returner.
Who's Jack? Where? Where?
Going to bring up backup punter Daniel Forrest, who is the quarterback. Might see a sneak coming out here, possibly. Although being down by 30, you don't have much else to lose at this point.
Jeffrey! You want to film the homecoming festivities? You want to film the homecoming stuff?
So Daniel Forrest puts the kick up, gets a pretty good kick away. Timmerman's going to have a chance to return it, takes it as 40, runs backwards, gets up to the 45, run down the sideline of the Mustangs, get over to the Pirate 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup on the punt return by Mitchell Timmerman. With 3:14 remaining, we'll put the Mustangs into the Pirate territory.
Hard to see the numbers up here. Terrence Coleman on the tackle.
Terrence Coleman on the tackle. Seems to be doing better from the earlier knee injury. Pirates run a 4-3 look. They'll usually run at a 4-man front, and they'll either do cover 1 or cover 3. Right now they're running 3 up on the line of scrimmage, looks to the 3-4. Hickey hands off to Demarie on the jet sweep. Demarie goes through. 20-10-5 touchdown Mustangs. No flags on the field.
Marco Demarie.
No flags.
No flags, and that's Marco Demarie with his third touchdown of the day. Puts the Mustangs up 49-13.
Wow, in 10 seconds.
One play, 40-yard drive. Marco Demarie on the jet sweep run for the touchdown. It's going to bring up Payam Ravenfar, getting ready for another PAT. Chestarello's your holder. Hickey's your holder. Ravenfar with a kick up. That's good. 50-13 here at the Drake Homecoming.
This is something that we need to see. If we're going to beat MC, if we're going to beat any of these big teams, we got to play like them. And right now, what you can see, we're up 50-13. It's not even the end of the first half right now.
Yeah, this is something that the coaches stressed all week. You want a high seeding in NCS D4. You've got to be able to beat teams like Drake in this fashion.
And just saying, we have 3 minutes left in the first half. We can get another couple scores the way this game's been going. It's been quick scores both ways.
So that's something that the Mustangs are going to have to not have a letdown. They've already put half 100 up here, 50-13.
How many triple-digit scoring games have you seen in high school?
Not many.
Not many.
I've heard about them, never seen one, and I really hope I don't see one today. At some point, you do call off the dogs.
It's true. Be cool to see. You know, most definitely it'd be cool to see. But
Yeah, 15 second quarter.
Yeah, it'd be something that I'm not sure Drake really wants for their homecoming, but the Mustang offense has been unstoppable. It's a big play offense, and San Marin has proven it today. Coleman in the backfield getting ready for the kick. Ravenfar kicks it along the ground. That's picked up by the up back, and he's going to get swallowed up at the 30-yard line. Andre Lopez was an up back, picked it up at the 25, got all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it's going to be the Pirates starting at their own 36 right now. Got swallowed up nearly immediately. As we get a break, I get another bottle of water because I've been dying through the ever so wonderful military flu shot that they gave me last Saturday. So here we go. Pirates are starting at their own 36-yard line. 2 left, 1 right, 2 in the backfield. And we got a false start.
Flag down on the
Trying with a hard snap count right there.
Looks like a false
Looked like
start
that one
Drake.
fooled the Pirates as they get a 5-yard false start.
that one fooled the Mustangs too on that one. About 3 of our guys on the defensive line jumped. Goodness they didn't call a neutral zone infraction on that.
We might see a few more of those here as well. Some more hard counts. All right, so that's going to bring up a 1st and 15. 31-yard line of the Pirates. 2 left, 1 right, 2 in the backfield with Forrest. Coleman's behind Forrest. Look for him to get the ball. Hand off to Forrest, who's able to not be able to break that tackle. He's snapped up about 5 yards behind that line of scrimmage, maybe more. He got dropped back for a 6-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 21. Coleman was able to shake a few of those earlier this half, but that knee injury may have caused a little bit more damage on that because he didn't look nearly as explosive as he did earlier.
You're definitely right about that one. You know injuries pretty well, if I could say so. You can't bounce back from them in one game.
2 left, 2 right for the Pirates. Slot back out there. Forrest looking downfield, throws it over to the sideline. Over the head of Terrence Coleman. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 25. 3rd and 20.
Pass ball's incomplete. Stops the clock with 2:07 left.
2:07 remaining, and the problem with stopping the clock here, Mustangs may get the ball back with great field position once again.
They finished off that last drive with about 3 minutes left to go. 1 minute drive for the Pirates. They need a lot more time of possession in this game.
I wonder if we'll see our first action of quarterback Quentin Brayfield today.
You never know. You're definitely blowing him out. And you want to save Hickey to make sure he doesn't get hurt for NCS or any type of any playoffs. Really.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me to see Sean Lorette come in, or Evan Lorette come in, calling him by his brother's name once again. 3 left, 1 right for the Pirates, lined up on the right side. Forrest drops back. He's looking for Coleman. Instead, he finds Ethan Broom. Broom is able to shake a tackle.
Ethan Broom on the reception.
Hit at the 30. Picks up about 4 on the 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th and looks like 15. And at what point do you wonder if Pirates just keep going for it, being down 50-13?
You're down this much, I think you definitely have to go for it. There's no reason not to. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, clock is running. Forrest has dropped back to punt. Julian Alcoof, or now we might just call him Julian Alcoffey for the rest of the year. Forrest kicks it, aims it out of bounds out here to the right. That ball's going to go out of bounds about the 35-yard line. He just lost it off the side of his foot. So it's going to be Mustang ball.
At the 45-yard line.
Generous spot at the 45 there.
That's not the first time that's happened. One of the first punts went out of bounds. It looked like about the 45-yard line, and then worked him down all the way down by the 30. I guess the refs are being taught that
they're being generous today.
Yeah, being generous. The ball should be spotted where the ball goes out of bounds, not where it bounces out of bounds. And I'm pretty sure that's what the refs are confused about.
3 right, 1 left. The Mustangs hand off to Sean Jay. Sean Jay gets about 5 yards.
On the stop.
Lorette coming into the game.
Small Sean Jay picks up about 3.
Lorette came into the game for
Evan Lorette coming in here for his first action today, getting some snaps.
It's like Sean Jay's out on the sideline. Looks like they're just going to give him some breathing time. They even brought in one of their 4th or 5th string receivers, Caden Franceschini, who we are used to seeing over on defense. Looks like he's lining up in a tight end position.
1 left, 2 right for the Mustangs. Hickey and Lorette in the backfield. Hickey just waiting for the snap count to go down. Hickey hands off to Lorette. Lorette finds some room on the right side. Almost able to break the tackle. Picks up the first down. That will stop the clock with 31 seconds.
Lorette, the ball carrier brought down by number 64, Denzel Castillo.
Denzel Castillo on the tackle. Looks like that is going to bring up a first down. They haven't moved the marker yet. Actually, that's not going to bring up a first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd one, and that is actually going to take us to halftime.
And please stick around and enjoy the
Mercifully, we're going to halftime at this point. We're going to show the cheerleaders coming up here for the Drake Pirates and the San Marin Mustangs. And then as we will focus on the cheerleaders, we'll talk a lot more about the passing of Craig Pitty at the half. Hope you're enjoying this one. Sorry for the late start. 50-13, the Mustangs over the Drake Pirates. We'll come back here in a little bit.
Excuse me, guys.
We are live here on Mustangs Live.
Master Love is gone. We're good.
All right.
Well, I'm happy that we got that going. My God.
Good move.
I don't know. What I was gonna do during halftime is actually reset the Elgato. But I found out, I think that cable was loose on there, and also there was a weird setting on here that it wasn't on the default setting for this. So now we know. Oh, here. Sorry. You guys don't need a limbo next time. Just let me know. I'll pick it up.
Are we on mute or are we?
Yeah, we're muted.
What's up,
So,
Pirate?
master volume right here.
Nice.
So that'll bring it back up. Ooh, it's starting to get a little
Hi,
chilly.
Mila.
Oh, it's gonna get cold up here. Hopefully they'll go into the
And I'm
kill half the
Chris.
broadcast.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Thank God they
You
did.
had an awesome time.
Thank God we didn't
Do
score.
you have the other sound in there? Their music?
Thank you all for being
Is that their music? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
Watch them battle it out and win.
All week, we have been competing through various events to find the most spirited class here at Drake. Please welcome representatives from each class. Ellis for the freshmen, Molly for the sophomores, Nick for the juniors, and Charlie for the seniors. We've had a fierce
able to pull up,
competition, but it's all come
pull up
to an
Taylor's
end.
video?
And now we have our
I don't think I can on here.
the first ever class in Drake's history to make their mark and win the trophy is the juniors.
Must be tough to constantly.
Congratulations, juniors. You may be younger than the seniors, but we really have proven that we're the top dogs.
So we'll say, I'll just tell them that we'll save Taylor's video for next week.
Just say we're gonna save it for when he's actually here. Because, well, yeah, because the only reason the way we can get it in
Now
is if we
that
have like a separate link to it, but I don't have the exact link and I don't know how
it's
where it's
time
at. I
to
know it's
move
on
on
the
and remind
Taylor's
you
number
about our 6 amazing
Unless it's uploaded to
underclassmen and
YouTube,
juniors
download
on
it.
the
I
homecoming
can
court
text
this
him.
year.
Yeah, see if
And everyone remember to stay after the game for the big reveal of who this year's homecoming king and queen are.
And now, underclassmen, Prince and Princesses.
This freshman is a pirate, we can already tell. His love for baseball will do him well. In
Baseball.
class, he knows how to make you laugh, but sometimes it's too much and it very well may bother his staff. This freshman just got here and he's already on top. Let's all give a loud welcome to Mr. Landon Shaw.
This princess is kind and true-hearted. She's a volleyball pro, and she only just got started. When given a paintbrush, she's a natural artist, and in the classroom, she's one of the smartest. This princess is helpful. She will always come to your aid. We're proud to announce Justice Troyan
what
to
should I say?
represent her
Do you have the link
grade.
to the pity?
yeah, ask him if we can just get the link on YouTube.
To the pity.
Did he put it on YouTube, or because I've only seen it through
If you get to know him, you'll see got a real
podcast.
comedic mentality. He participates in one of the
Actually, I only
best
saw
sports
it
at
through
the school.
Facebook.
There's no doubt that kids who
they have it on
cross country
SoundCloud.
are extremely cool. If you haven't seen his viral science video, be sure to like and subscribe. He's a
I should
man
get
of
my
the
jacket
deep web. He's
from
got a
Carl.
mysterious vibe.
We'll be here
I
long
met him
enough
last
where
year
you're
and I've
gonna
been
get
laughing
cold.
ever
But I will
since.
say this, it does get
Ethan
cold
said
up
he
here.
used to
I
come
know.
down
No,
and
I hear,
walk with Chris.
especially when it gets bad. But
Yeah, I froze. I was like,
This
short. I was
sophomore
like
girl
this.
is one of the
As my
best
sweat
around.
check, thank you,
Smart and
because the game
hardworking,
was like
she's
this
Ivy League
forever.
bound.
That
A leader in
I
rock
froze-
to anyone,
and then we
it
had
is
the
clear.
injuries
She's
and
also outgoing. She's anything
Hey,
but
what's going on?
clear.
How's it
Her
going?
love for the
Oh,
arts
shh.
will certainly
Been a
take her
gaggle
far.
trying to get this up
On
and going.
stage and behind
Yeah, dude,
the
it's been
scenes,
bad.
she's always
Who are you
a
here
star.
for today?
Her integrity and
internet.
care
Okay,
and you
makes her
guys, I'm
one of
pretty
the
sure.
best.
hey, you know what? You might be able to help.
Proud
pretty
to
sure.
announce
But
Asia
people help me out with
Durrell as the sophomore princess.
So anyways,
OBS?
oh dude, we had so many problems. We didn't get it started.
I wish you were here like 20 minutes ago.
Pretty chill guy.
I've been here.
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't get it started
Straight from
until
POC and a Hemstar at heart with a
God,
PlayStation
probably
controller
like
in
the
hand,
3 minutes left
hard
in
to
the second
outsmart.
quarter.
Just
Or
the-
like
just
5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Just the stream?
When it
No,
comes
well,
to
we got the
school,
stream
there's
going,
no class
but
you won't
we
fund.
couldn't get
To the
video.
junior
So
princes
that was
every
our whole
girl
thing.
wants
We
to
didn't want to
marry.
get, we
Let's
didn't want
welcome
to start
to the
without
court
video,
Mr.
but we ended up doing it
Aiden
anyway. So it was like a radio podcast. And I found out something. There was some awkward setting on here, which is fine. Here,
This junior princess is down to earth and funny. When you see her smile,
then we can't find
your
our
day
own board.
automatically becomes sunny.
Couldn't find our board. We had to borrow one of the rigs.
We don't have our board. We don't have the mixer. We don't know where
It was
it's at.
clear she would go far.
So we still found that out. So is this how it's supposed to be, or is there any way that I can like expand it without having that bottom go down, or is that just all I can have?
So you're saying the black bars?
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't know what's up with that because that means that camera isn't outputting in 16:9, which doesn't make any sense.
Well, maybe we can find that on settings.
Let's hear it one more time for our prince and princesses!
So what you have to do is you have to set a custom resolution. See where it says resolution FPS type?
Yes.
Thank you guys, and remember to stay and watch the second half of
so yeah, so it's like standard def. You'd have to find a 16:9 version of that.
We don't have that. Highest FPS. That's all. That's what they. That's the.
So what you do with the resolution is instead of 720 by 480, try plugging in shit.
What is this camera? Is it 16?
Here's the thing. You should be able to get an HD capture out of that if you guys had an Elgato or something, and that'll make everything easier.
I have an Elgato.
No, an Elgato HDMI capture card.
Oh,
like a game.
That was our old one. Not our old one, but we've been trying to get that.
Okay.
So
1920. Sorry, let me think. It's. I just need to do the ratios.
Let me see. 1920 by.
Did you guys hear it well from around here?
You definitely couldn't hear me at all.
What? Oh, we're not.
We heard it. We were paying attention. We heard it.
We were. You were semi-paying attention.
16 to 9.
We're good. As long as you guys don't have to limbo every time you come up here, we're good. You know.
720 times 9. Can you
divided by 16?
Anthony, can you move the camera? 405. 720 by 405.
We run this mother. We run this mother. We run this mother.
We'll do it after this.
We run this mother. Girl, run the world. Girls, run the world. Girls, run the world.
I got a surgery on my neck. And besides, is everybody in San Marin holding up all right? For the most part. You know what? Strange as it is, not as many students are that affected. It's more really the staff, the teachers, the ones like me, the ones who've known him a long time. That's the tough one. He's been structurally critical of the school for so long. Yeah. So, they haven't just happened like that. He was never my teacher, he was never my colleague, so I'm fine, and I guess I see the perspective that some students might have as well. Yeah. Next week we'll have a whole lot more to do and say, because down here we knew we were going to have a whole lot. It's been a shitty funhouse. And then with everybody having to reschedule everything, it's been a mess. The shit, we were supposed to be that full MC San Marin, Dep the day before. Then we had a bunch of teachers at Oral and English. And we had 2 loser houses. You're holding up. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be basketball season. Now, I'm with those kids all the time. I'm with them kind of by accident when they first found out about the news.
The post for the tribute video. Which one? The post for the tribute video. What do you want? You want the tribute video?
Yeah, I'll do the tribute.
Time for your dear. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep all the
That's all. I just said it's Anthony. We're doing it from Mustangs Live.
Yeah.
And I said we need it. And he's like, which one? So I'm trying to get it from him now.
I know what you can do without having to. So once this goes, are you gonna go blackout on this? Are you gonna go to a blackout scene in the middle?
No, we're not. We're just. It's gonna be the field when we're doing it. We don't need to blackout. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like, whatever happens right now.
Okay. So now that they're done, we're gonna go filters. We're gonna enable. Wait, no.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. So are we bringing up the tribute video or?
Yeah. How do we get the tribute
Okay. Let me
video?
go back on.
Hold up. But we're not. We're not bringing it up yet because I don't have the link.
And so you're gonna bring it up on here, and you know how to do that.
So I'm not the original. I'm not the person who usually does it. I've been studying it, and that's how I got it to run.
Well, is it Emmanuel's the guy who's been doing tech for you guys?
Yeah, well, Manny or Olivia.
Yeah, and they're
Manny's
both
in a
gone.
water polo tournament today, and Olivia's doing some Girl Scout fluffy thing.
Yeah.
So the way that you do it is you'd set up another scene and you'd put.
Yeah. So we have it seen.
Just call it.
Tell me before you do it, so then I can.
So
how long
pity
was it?
video.
5 minutes.
Pity, that's that.
Yeah,
And then,
put it in studio mode. Or, I mean, because it's going to be black while you do that. So just put it in studio mode and then. So select pity video. And then you go to add a source.
where's
Right, that plus button. And then you're gonna have to get either browser source or an image.
we're gonna get a link.
So once you get the link, that's what you do.
Now I'm wondering
What would we go from? Would we rather go from the browser source on it? Would that probably be the best?
I mean, are you getting a link to the YouTube video or a link to the file?
YouTube video, okay.
Yeah, then probably browser source.
Facebook.
If we run out of time, let's just post that at the end of the game.
Yeah, honestly, that's going to be technically the easier thing to do right now because you have to set up the window, capture it.
Okay, I got the Facebook link.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end of the game. May keep people attentive to stick around.
But while you're in studio mode, you can set it up over here. You can even sort of test it.
So it's only a 5-minute video. Okay, so that's easy. Okay, so it's on here right now. Christian Pity's on Facebook. I don't care.
You have to open the video on here somehow, which means maybe you have to log into your Facebook.
We have to get the link on here.
Yeah. So you go to your browser, which is just watching this right now.
Yeah.
And then open this up as a second window.
Okay, and then I just see the actual link.
Yeah, that is not. I have to just call that not okay.
Yeah. That's the second week in a row we've been stuck.
All right, give it up for the
Well, you go
Drake
upstairs.
High School Cheer
Really?
Squad
You wanna
and
see it?
San Marin's Cheer Squad.
I ain't going upstairs anymore.
Yeah.
Too old for this shit.
One.
So you got the kids for it.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think we were doing this whole time?
Although I do have a cable that I borrowed from the music department, the 50-footer. So in theory, they could go up and I could stay in the booth.
They'd have to communicate with you. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. On November 4th, the MC game, I confirmed I'm going to be
Novato game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Novato San Marin. Sorry, did I say MC?
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay. So
Well, you are going to be there.
I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be shooting for this company, the sideline angle.
all right.
So I'll be here, but I'll only be doing camera op during the game.
Yeah.
Before, after, in the middle, I'll be able to handle setup and technical.
Okay. But we'll have a full cast here.
You will.
Yeah.
Can you make sure?
And I
that
talked to
you do?
Pam on Tuesday.
Okay.
So I let her know that we'll have everybody there for that one.
She didn't tell me that. She said she had a whole week to tell me that. Jesus Christ. She rips on me for not updating her on stuff, and then she's distracted from everything.
I was down there.
Touching me.
Tuesday or Wednesday. It had to be Tuesday. So I told her that and said, yeah, we'll have everybody. Plus, we plan on doing both the JV and the varsity game.
Okay. So I'm going to be bringing all of our gear and setting it up at like 10 a.m.
Okay, good.
I'm hoping.
Good. And you can wheel me up, because I got surgery on Monday, so you can wheel me up to the booth.
Sounds good.
So we'll have Anthony with us, and then I don't know if he wants to stick around for the JV game, but it's the only time we'll broadcast JV all year.
What is it?
Novato, San Marin, JV. You want to just do varsity, or you want to do both?
I'll do both.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
I might have you lead on the whole thing.
I was
on
gonna say
that.
I'll do play-by-play on
All right.
JV if you want, or even on varsity. Cool thing about varsity is because I went to San Jose Middle School and that feeds directly into Novato.
Oh yeah.
So I was like at the game minute at the volleyball game. I'm walking around, and all of a sudden I see all these girls that I went to school with that are on the lacrosse team. It's like I know you, and I'm sitting there talking to them for like 20 minutes.
All right, we're about ready. We're in the
Okay,
So I gotta get back out.
Okay, so the link is to this. It's his post, not the actual video.
It's what?
This link is to the post, not the video.
So here's two things you can do. Never mind.
Show video URL.
Best you can do.
Show video URL. Wait, look.
Right click it. Open that new tab.
Time is very precious.
It's honestly the best thing that you
to
can
me.
do.
I don't know how
is
much
capture this page or capture just this part of the window.
I would like to say, to me,
So pause it. You have to basically play it by hand, unless you want to be. Unless it's possible to go to settings and like download. No, it's not. It's not. You could rip it. You could use a Facebook video ripper and then just have it queued to play. But again, this is the thing you got to do beforehand in OBS.
It's not like I was planning for this to happen.
I know.
So I say what we do. We're just gonna cut it. We're gonna play it next week.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
But we've got it there.
I gotta go.
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
Wait, what's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. Well, I'd almost call you Josh. Marcus. Thanks, bro. See you at the Nevada
All right,
game.
Marcus, I'll catch you at some point.
Hey, good
luck
song.
Because we might need to plan things
Well,
ahead of time.
I got your text anyhow, so I can always just text you back.
Din, 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 bim, bim.
Jonathan, where are you?
Hold on. I gotta rock this guitar solo real fast.
I saw Don Henley in concert in 1990.
Yeah?
Yeah, awesome concert.
Nice. It's so weird doing both things at once. It's like, holy shit. The scoreboard, I've got it.
Did he go get food or what did he do?
I don't know. Shit. They reset the score. What's the score?
50 to 13.
I can feel you. I look for you. Will still be strong.
Scrub time, I hope.
What's up? You want to come back and talk a little? Like,
Nah, just wait till we get closer to that. You do me a favor, text Taylor my cell number. Because I gotta talk to him about more video stuff. He doesn't realize he's been talking to me on Facebook. I have a fake account. Just tell him it's Ted Stevie. See if he figures it out. I tell him it's me. I don't give that out much, and you're the only student that knows it. I don't ever, because I don't want a million people like friending me.
oh, yours.
Yeah,
Wow.
teaching for 20
Hey,
years.
do you want, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back.
All right.
Hold up. Hold up.
All right, we are getting back here for second half kickoff. Your Mustangs are up over the Drake Pirates 50 to 13. San Marin is going to receive the second half kickoff. It's going to be Julian Alcufo line up on the right. Marco DeMarie lining up on the left. Hope you're enjoying this one. We did not have, as anticipated, the King and Queen ceremony that after the ball game. We're also going to save Taylor Schaub's tribute video to Craig Pitty for next week when we have Taylor up here.
Drake's kicking off to start the second half
In
with
just
a 50 to
time, it's
13
already
score.
4:15 and the shadows are starting to get a little long out here.
Dan Forrest will be kicking
Looking
off.
forward to that 40-point,
And this will be a
lead,
running
and then
clock.
we'll go running clock.
Running clock for this half.
So Dan Forrest is going to be your kickoff. He's also your quarterback.
And as they just announced, it's going to be a running clock situation for this half. Rightly so, seeming that we're up by 37 points right now.
Yeah, wise decision to get us all out of here.
So at kickoff,
Got to get to Phyllis's so I can get my giant burger and my onion rings.
yeah, since they shut down to have it near us,
Oh.
down in the Vintage Oaks. Is it Vintage Oaks Square?
Yeah, talk about a vicious loss.
Habit Burger's not bad. I gotta give it to them. This video is not sponsored by Phyllis's or Habit Burger, should we say. You know, if you want to sponsor us and you're listening, hey, give us a call.
DeMarie with a kickoff, he takes it up to the 40. He's got one person to beat, gets over to midfield. Tipped that at the 15-yard line, picked up 35 yards.
We got a flag down on the play.
Right at the end of the play, and I think that one is going to be
Marco DeMarie
could be
on the carry.
block in the
on the
back,
return.
or it's going to be a personal foul push out of bounds.
There is a flag down on the field.
happened right at the very end.
Run out of bounds by number 11, Dan Forrest.
And I'm looking through the binocs trying to get to see what the refs are saying. They're pointing at the Drake Pirates.
Looks like it might have been a late hit out of bounds or some sort of hold. Because running up down the line, there was a Mustang and a Pirate that were together, and yep, there it is. It's a hold on the Mustangs.
Wow.
Holding against the return team.
So that happened right at the 49-yard line. So that's going to push the Mustangs back to their own 39-yard line. Tough, because that happened right at the end of the play. Mustangs look like they're going to have their first team out here just to worry about second half adjustments, and we'll probably start seeing a lot more reserves coming in here.
We were talking about over the break about when we're going to see our backup quarterback, Julian.
So after the holding penalty, they mark off 10 yards. San Marin.
When's the line? When do you save Hickey for the playoffs?
So we got two left, two right, one left. McDermott lined up as a fullback with Sean Jay. Handoff to, actually that is Lorette. Lorette takes the ball.
Rendell on the tackle.
So Lorette on the handoff gets about possibly 4 yards. It looks like they're resting Jamal Changier for the rest of the half.
And we saw that towards the end of the first half. Changier was sitting out, and we saw some of their really deep bench players.
Yeah, I'm seeing both Timberman and Changier enjoying the rest of the sunlight underneath the Drake canopy over there.
Something I wish we had over here because it's getting a little chilly.
Yeah, we are completely in the shade right here. 2nd and 6. Handoff once again to Lorette. Lorette's getting the call here, and he's going to pick up at least
number 8, the ball
4
carrier.
yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Brought down by Jake Morgan and Cole Ruskowski.
Dove out to the 40, it looks like the 47-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd
Ball
and
gets
3.
spotted on the 47-yard line.
This is a running clock situation as well. So Hickey's pretty much been back there for handoff duty. 2 right, 1 left. McDermott and Lorette in the backfield. Handoff to McDermott. He bounces out to the inside. Picks up maybe, it looks like he got no gain on that.
On the
This is gonna bring
tackle.
up 4th down. This is going to be our first Bijan Nahidi sighting today. I think it's going to bring up Bijan Nahidi coming in on the punt.
Not only the first sighting of him today, but I think this is the first time all year that you've actually correctly said his name.
Yeah, I know. Considering he sits in there with myself and Phil Pott in the PE locker room harping on me about it.
This has been a day of breakthroughs. If
Anderson and Coleman back deep to receive.
So Nahidi gets the punt. Terrence Coleman's in the back. That's going to sail over Coleman's head. He's going to pick it up at the 5-yard line. Coleman breaks it up the middle. Eludes 2 tackles, 3, gets to the 20, 22, and he's going to be tackled.
Anderson with
right
a
outside.
Terrence Coleman with a big return and a big hit at the end of the play.
So he lowered a shoulder, picked up another 2 extra yards. That's going to put the Pirates 1st and 10 at the, looks like their own 25-yard line. 26. Nice run out there by Terrence Coleman. He had to go back to his 5. Able to elude about 3 tacklers. Made his way up to the Pirates sideline. Leveled a shoulder to pick up a couple more yards.
You saw more than I did on that play, because our position here is not, it's less than ideal.
Yeah,
our camera position, I'm to the left of our camera, basically, with my view, so I can barely see the line of scrimmage.
2 left, 2 right, Forrest in the backfield, along with Broom. Handoff to Aiden Broom. Broom does not even get anywhere close to the line of scrimmage. Actually, that was
Aiden Hart wrapped up by number 66, Bo
McAndrew on the tackle there. Bo McAndrew with another tackle
Once
for
again, how
loss
about a big
today.
round of applause for the Drake High Cheer Squad, the San Marin Cheer Squad, and the Drake
12
Band.
situation. Scoreboard here
Snack
says
Shack's still
second and
open.
8, but it's second and 12.
We're still giving away those free vintage jerseys.
I thought that was a gain of 2. Nope.
Loss of 2. 3 right, 1 left. Broom in the backfield. Out there with Forrest. Hand off to Broom, and it's a missed snap.
It's a fumble.
And the Mustang's going to fall on the ball. Bo McAndrew with a fumble recovery off the missed snap missed handoff between Hart and Forrest.
Bo McAndrew back to back.
Bo McAndrew with 2 big plays here on defense. It's going to be Mustang ball at the 21-yard line of the Pirates. Might see a lot more helping of Evan Lorette here, who will probably be taking over the running back duties next season. Hand off to Lorette, finds a seam up the right side. Takes it to the Pirates 16-yard line. Where's that take us to?
Pity Army red zone.
We're in the Pity Army built to last red zone here. Lorette with a 7-yard gain on that to the Pirate 15. Evan Lorette looking for his first touchdown of the year.
Definitely a welcome sight for Lorette, boost his confidence, because after next year, all of our starting running backs, they're all seniors, they're all gone, so Lorette's going to have to take over the starting hand duties.
So Lorette takes a handoff, tries to juke around in the middle, maybe
Shot big by Ren Gall.
No, he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
With help from Jaden Morgan.
Jaden Morgan on the tackle there. Loss of a yard. No, actually, he looked like, no, he gained about 3 yards. It's tough in our angle up here. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 situation. Might see him pie him Ravenfar field goal possibly coming up here. Pie Ravenfar, who was not with us down at Redwood a couple weeks ago, was down in Florida. 2 right, 1 left. Fake handoff, it's over to McDermott. McDermott's down to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Mustangs.
That's what we like to see right there.
Brian McDermott on a short fullback handoff takes it in for the Mustangs, putting the Mustangs up 56
Number 3,
and 13.
Ryan McDermott in for the score.
Listen to what I said. I told you I better expect a touchdown.
Ryan McDermott on his first running touchdown of the year puts the Mustangs up comfortably 56 to 13.
Ravenfar on to try the extra point.
Let's put Pine Ravenfar out here for the extra point. Hickey's your holder. Willie Chestarello's your long snapper is back after a couple weeks of injury. Kick is down, up, and good. Pine Ravenfar puts the Mustangs up 57 to 13.
This is just one of our scenes here in San Marin. For those who don't know, it's Stomp the Hive, which we're talking about Mustangs versus Hornets. This isn't stomping. There's no other way to say it other than we are stomping the Pirates right now.
This is a bloodletting.
Once again,
a lot of adjectives we could throw out here, but this is just something that the Mustangs honestly did need though.
What other costs would be called to have something along the lines of a charge of what it would be? Would this be voluntary or involuntary?
Thank you to UCSF Sports Medicine having
That'd be more
Andrew Blood out here
involuntary.
taking care of the players.
I'd say so.
But we're at 57 to 13. Ravenfar getting ready to kick once again. His leg might be getting sore. I don't think he makes this many kicks during soccer season as the goalie.
Oh no.
Terrence Coleman's going to be back getting ready for the kickoff. Mustangs getting ready to kick off at the 40-yard line.
Something to remind you guys for this week. Not only next week do we have our game against Terralinda next Saturday, but in the middle of the week on Tuesday, we will either have the San Marin volleyball team here at Drake for their first playoff game, or we're going to have the San Marin water polo boys playing against Nevada High School, which is going to be a big rivalry.
Drake will come out and
so
start
stay
from
tuned
around
for that,
20.
and we'll find out sooner or later what game we're going to be broadcasting. But for now, let's keep enjoying this game.
And Ravenfar kicked that ball out of the end zone, so the Pirates will take it at 1st and 20, or 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. Also a reminder, San Marin Musical Theater is on and kicking tonight. They have the performance of the Addams Family. 8 o'clock start tonight or 7?
I believe it's at 8. I haven't gone to it yet. That's one thing that a lot of my friends have gone to it, and they've said, "Oh, it's such a great play. It's so amazing." Some of the actors are saying, "If you don't come, let's just say they're basically blackmailing me if I don't come."
Well, I'll be there tomorrow for the afternoon matinee, 2 o'clock start time. Get your tickets early. It's a great show. 2 left, 1 right. It's a handoff to Coleman. Coleman's going to get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose about a yard
Coleman
and a
goes
half.
nowhere. Stopped by
-2 on the
Mustangs.
play. It's going to bring up second and 11. Yeah, I saw the original Addams Family Broadway production with B.B. Newworth and Nathan Lane, and let me tell you, that was an outstanding show. Nathan Lane is an incredible actor. You usually catch his act if you watch Modern Family.
Oh yeah.
One of the funniest guys, Hollywood on Broadway, and B.B. Newworth, of Cheers fame, was just outstanding. Probably the best Broadway show I've seen. I've caught a few of them, and I get ripped by my friends for seeing them in Broadway. 2 left, 2 right.
Just about to say, I don't see you as a Broadway guy, Irish.
It's one of my hidden talents. Forrest takes a snap. He's going to have to take off, and he's going to get leveled
on the keeper
for a 3-yard loss. That was a quarterback keeper, but that you can rack that up as a sack. Aiden Hart had looked like he was just going to take it. And then Forrest just whipped around there. That's another 2-yard loss, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 13 at the Pirates' 17-yard line. Pirate 18, actually. 3:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter here. We are running clock. 2 left, 2 right for the Pirates. Mustangs in a 4-3 alignment. No cover look. Coleman in motion. Jet sweep look. Instead, it's going to be Forrest that didn't fool anybody. He got wrapped up quick.
My gosh, he did not have any space to run there.
He lost a yard on that as well, so that's going to bring up 4th and 14.
Marshall Brown met him at the line, and he did not let him go anywhere.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 14 here.
Zach Cunningham back to receive the
That's Kyle
punt.
McCrary.
Oh, that's a 22. That is
Kyle
correct.
McCrary back for his first kickoff or punt return of the year.
That's my apologies. Thought I saw 23, not 22.
Daniel Forrest getting ready for the punt. Gets it down. It's off the side of his foot again. This time, though, it bounces out about the 37, 38-yard line.
See where they place
out
it?
of bounds at the 40.
Oh, they played at the 40.
At
Okay.
the 40.
That's better than it should have. Better than it was last time.
Right over the 38-yard line, but they're going to spot it at the 40, so it's going to be Mustangs ball with a 57-13 lead. Stop here on the clock. Now they are going to move it up to the 39.
And I apologize for our scoreboard. It's not keeping up as well as it should, because I'm currently doing both duties, trying to announce, trying to see what's going on, and also trying to get this scoreboard working right. So hopefully we're looking pretty good.
So there's a penalty on the
Penalties
play.
declined. It was a holding call against Drake. It is a first down from Drake's 40.
So the holding call on the Drake front line puts the ball at the Pirate 40 for the Mustangs. So Hickey's coming back out again. Lead the Mustang offense here. McCrory is staying in on the left side. And Bijan Nahidi is lining up as a wide receiver for the first time on the left. Handoff to Evan Laurent. Laurent takes it up to the 35, and he's going to get tackled close to the 35.
Ball
It's going to be
carrier
the
was
37-yard
number
line.
8, tackled by a shipload of Pirates.
So Evan Laurent takes it for 3 yards. Bijan Nahidi making his first wide receiver appearance, which might actually frighten his soccer head coach, Ben Philpott.
Philpott, if you're watching this, you got nothing to worry about. Then again, I'm saying that as a friend, not a coach.
So McCrory and DeMario on the right side, Nahidi on the left. Handoff is going to go to Zach Cunningham. This time Cunningham gets a long way up the road.
He got crushed.
But Cunningham picks up the first down.
24 on the carry, brought down by
Zach
number
Cunningham
7,
with his first
Bakari
carry of the
Anderson.
season. Gets up to the 25-yard